Good morning, everyone. They tell a story that Albert Einstein was once on a train, and the conductor came around to collect the tickets. And Albert Einstein started looking for his ticket, and he couldn't find his ticket. He starts looking in his pockets underneath the seat. So the conductor says, "Mr. Einstein, we all know who you are. We trust you. You don't have to present your ticket." And Mr. Einstein continues to look for his ticket, and he says to the conductor, "I also know who I am. The problem is I don't know where I'm going." In life, it's not enough to know where you're coming from. You also have to know where you're going. This week's Torah portion opens with the words, Vayakel Moshe et kol adat b'nei Yisrael. Moses congregated the entire assembly of Israel. And he begins by teaching them the laws of Shabbat. And the first question is, what does it mean that Moses congregated, Vayakel Moshe, the entire assembly at kol adat b'nei Yisrael? What is the difference between a congregation and an assembly? We find in Hebrew the word kihilah for congregation and adat for assembly. Why doesn't it say Moses assembled the congregation? Why did he congregate the assembly? And second of all, why does he begin with the laws of Shabbat? And the answer is that there's two things that makes a community. The first thing that makes a community is sometimes you have a community because you have people who have a shared past experience that brings them together as a community of people. But sometimes you have people from diverse backgrounds, but they all have something in common, and that is they have a shared vision and goal in life. And therefore the Torah says the following. The Jewish people up until the giving of the Torah were an assembly. The word Eidah is from the word witness. They all witnessed the same events. The slavery in Egypt they experienced together, the 10 plagues, the splitting of the sea, the revelation at Mount Sinai. They had a shared experience. But then they became not just an assembly, but a congregation. Why? Because now at Mount Sinai they received the Torah and the mitzvot. And what unites all Jews from different backgrounds, different countries? It is our shared vision for humanity, which is the Torah and the mitzvot. And therefore Moses congregated the assembly. He said, you're no longer just a nation based on your past experiences, but on your future vision. And therefore till today you have communities all over the world that are very diverse. When you come into a congregation, you have people from many different backgrounds, different countries, different languages, different persuasions, but they're all united with a common vision. And where is that vision expressed mostly? In Shabbat. And that's why Moses teaches the laws of Shabbat. Shabbat, when Jews around the world keep Shabbat, we're all united globally in the observance and the prayers of Shabbat, which speaks of a world which will be eternal peace and tranquility and harmony, like a day of eternal Shabbat. Tell a story about this Jew who went to study in Jerusalem. He was from California. He was part of a motorcycle gang. He started rediscovering his Jewish roots in a Baal Teshuvah school in Jerusalem for people who return to Judaism. And it was before Yom Kippur, and the rabbis taught that it's customary to immerse yourself in a mikveh, a pool of water, to purify yourselves for Yom Kippur. He goes to the mikveh in Jerusalem, and all these holy Jews, rabbis with long beards, and they're all getting undressed to go into the water. And he's very embarrassed because he has all these tattoos over his body. Some of them were of lewd pictures, but he has to get into the mikveh, so he covers himself up with a towel and starts making his way to the mikveh. As he's walking towards the mikveh, he accidentally bumps into someone and the towel falls. And suddenly all his tattoos are revealed in the mikveh. And he feels so embarrassed, he starts turning red because he feels like everyone is looking at his tattoos. Suddenly an elderly Jew with a white beard comes up to him and says, don't be embarrassed. You have your tattoos and I have my tattoo. And he shows him on his arm his tattoo, his number from the concentration camp. And he said to him, but don't feel bad, because tonight is Yom Kippur, and tonight we begin anew, a fresh beginning. Let's go together into that new year. And that's the message of Kihilah. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have our own unique stories, our own individual challenges. But Judaism gives us the vision, our shared common vision that unites us all and brings us together for a day of atonement, a day of eternal peace for mankind. Have a wonderful day.